My beloved child, listen carefully, not with fear, but with understanding, because what I am about to speak into your heart is meant to calm something that has been restless inside you for a long time. You have been wondering about people. You have been thinking about conversations you were not part of. You have been imagining words spoken in rooms you were not in. You have been carrying a silent weight that feels like this question repeating in your mind again and again. What did they say about me when I was not there? I want you to pause inside your spirit, because I am going to bring clarity where confusion has been growing. I am going to bring peace where suspicion has been whispering. I am going to bring healing where overthinking has been building stories that are heavier than reality itself. Hear me clearly, my child, not every voice you imagine is the truth. Not every thought that repeats in your mind is revelation. Not every fear you feel is a message from me. Sometimes, your heart becomes tired, and tired hearts begin to interpret silence as rejection, distance as betrayal, and delay as hidden gossip. But I am calling you out of that emotional storm today. You are loved more than you are analyzed. You are valued more than you are discussed. You are cared for more than you are judged. And even when people speak, their words do not define your identity. Only I do. Now listen to what you came here to understand. Yes, the person you love spoke about you. But do not rush. Do not jump to pain. Do not immediately assume betrayal. Because what I am showing you is deeper than insecurity and more powerful than rumor. That person did speak about you. But not in the way fear told you. Not in the way anxiety tried to paint it. Not in the way your imagination tried to fill the silence. They spoke about you because you matter to them more than you realize. There are moments when human hearts do not know how to hold emotions quietly. When someone carries feelings, confusion, admiration, regret, affection, concern, they sometimes release those feelings in conversation with another person. Not because they want to harm you, but because they are trying to understand what they themselves cannot explain. And I want you to understand something important about human nature. People often speak about what occupies their heart the most. If someone spoke about you, it is because you are not forgotten in their mind. You are not erased from their thoughts. You are not meaningless in their story. You still exist in their emotional world in some form, whether as a memory, a lesson, a question, or a feeling they cannot fully release. But I do not want you to become anxious because of this. I want you to become wise. Because not everything spoken about you requires your reaction. Not everything shared about you requires your defense. Not everything whispered about you requires your attention. Some things are better placed in my hands. I heard what was said. I heard the words behind closed doors, that I heard the emotions behind those words, that I heard the intentions behind the conversation, that I heard the confusion that led to speaking, that I heard the silence that followed regret. And I want you to know, there is no need for panic in what I have already observed. The human heart is complex. Sometimes people speak out of curiosity. Sometimes they speak out of missing you. Sometimes they speak out of frustration. Sometimes they speak because they are trying to understand what losing or having you truly means to them. And sometimes, they speak because your presence in their life left a mark that they cannot ignore. But here is what you must not do: do not build your identity on what others say when you are not present. You were never meant to live as a reaction to conversations. You were never meant to measure your worth by the interpretations of others. You were never meant to constantly ask, "What did they say about me?" Instead, you were meant to ask, "Who am I becoming in peace, truth, and strength?" Now let me take you deeper. The person you love did not only speak about you, they revealed something about themselves while speaking, because when someone talks about you, they are also revealing their own heart condition. If they spoke with care, it reveals softness. If they spoke with confusion, it reveals uncertainty. If they spoke with longing, it reveals attachment. If they spoke with frustration, it reveals emotional struggle. If they spoke with admiration, it reveals respect they may not openly express. If they spoke with questions, it reveals unfinished emotions. So do not only focus on yourself and their words. Understand what their words reveal about their inner world. You have been thinking that their conversation defines your worth. But I am telling you, their conversation reveals their process. They are processing you. They are processing memories of you. They are processing feelings connected to you. They are processing misunderstandings. They are processing distance. They are processing emotions they may not even fully understand. And while they are processing, you must not lose yourself in overthinking. My child, I want to free you from something right now: the addiction to mental guessing. You try to reconstruct conversations you were not part of. You try to decode silence. You try to read meaning in pauses. You try to find hidden intentions in everything, but peace does not live in constant interpretation. Peace lives in surrender. Now I am not telling you to ignore wisdom. I am telling you to release obsession, because obsession will make you believe stories that are heavier than truth. Let me show you something deeper. Even if someone speaks about you, they cannot reduce what I placed inside you. Their words cannot erase your destiny. Their opinions cannot cancel your purpose. Their confusion cannot rewrite your identity. Their misunderstanding cannot diminish your value. You are not built from conversations. You are built from purpose. And I did not create you to be trapped in mental replay. I created you to live forward. Now hear this gently: the conversation that disturbed your mind is already in the past, but your future is still alive, and I am more interested in your future than in your fears. I want you to stop revisiting moments that you cannot control and start rebuilding moments that you can shape. Because while you are trying to decode what was said about you, life is still moving forward without you fully present in it, and I do not want you absent from your own life. Now I will tell you something that will bring you calm. What was said about you does not have the final word. I do. And my word over you is this: you are not misunderstood beyond healing. You are not forgotten beyond restoration. You are not replaced beyond value. You are not rejected beyond love. You are not defined by rumors, interpretations, or incomplete conversations. You are still held. Now listen carefully, because this is where healing begins, even if someone spoke about you imperfectly, even if they misunderstood you. Even if they expressed emotions clumsily, even if they carried confusion about you, I can still bring clarity where humans created complexity. I can still heal what was misinterpreted, that I can still restore what was emotionally tangled, that I can still bring peace where overthinking created storms. But I need you to release something first. Release the need to know everything immediately. Not every answer is meant for instant discovery. Not every truth is meant for immediate clarity. Not every situation requires your immediate emotional reaction. Some things resolve themselves with time, maturity, and distance. Now let me speak directly into your heart about the person you love. They are not as emotionally stable in understanding their own feelings as you think they are. They are not as clear as your anxiety assumes they should be. They are not as deliberate as your fear imagines them to be. They are not as focused on harming you as your insecurity suggests. They are human, and humans are messy when it comes to emotions they do not fully understand. But you are being called into something higher than emotional chaos. You are being called into emotional wisdom. Wisdom says, I will not react to everything I hear. I will not assume every silence is betrayal. I will not build stories without evidence. I will not lose peace over uncertainty. Because peace is more valuable than speculation, now I want to rebuild something inside you that may have been damaged. Your trust in your own worth, because the real wound is not what they said. The real wound is what you started believing about yourself because of what you imagined they said. And I am healing that today. You are still worthy of love even if someone misunderstands you. You are still worthy of respect even if someone misrepresents you. You are still worthy of peace even if someone talks without clarity. You are still worthy of presence in someone's life without needing to chase validation. Now, breathe deeply in your spirit and receive this. You do not need to fight for space in someone's mind. You do not need to compete for emotional recognition. You do not need to chase understanding from confused hearts. What is meant for you will not require confusion to survive. If someone truly values you, clarity will rise in time. If someone truly respects you, honesty will follow. If someone truly cares, misunderstanding will not become permanent distance. And if they do not, I will redirect your path. Now I want you to stop replaying conversations in your mind like they are unfinished scripts you must solve. Because you are not a detective of other people's words, you are a soul meant for peace. Let what was said remain where it was said, and let your heart return to where it belongs.